Welcome to reality. You're now on the Code of Mind channel. The world is no longer polite. The era of soft handshakes and guaranteed futures is officially over. It no longer pauses so you can tie your shoes, wipe your tears, or recover from the next shock. The old programming that was installed in us since childhood used to say, be convenient, endure, and the universe will reward you. But now, it doesn't just not work. It has become dangerous. It has become a trap for those who are still waiting for permission to live. In this new reality, unfolding right now, it's not the kindest who survive, not the most correct, not even the smartest. The ones who survive are those with biological speed of decision-making. Those who can accept the new, uncomfortable rules of the game faster than everyone else, while others are still trying to play by outdated instructions. When chaos hits, 90% of people freeze. It's a natural paralysis of fear. They stare into the rearview mirror, trying to find pieces of the old stability, hoping everything will go back to the way it was. But while some are mourning closed borders, collapsed markets, and broken plans, others are already building new systems on top of the ruins. Remember that moment when the world shut down, when connections broke, when everything familiar collapsed, society split. Some fell into deep depression, cursing life inside four walls. Others rebuilt everything within weeks. Some found new paths, created new services, launched delivery systems where yesterday there was nothing but a dead end. This is not luck. This is not connections. This is active perception. The ability to look at catastrophe not as a curse, but as an empty space left behind by those who were too afraid. The most dangerous poison in times of crisis is a very sweet message. Just believe and wait. Karma will fix everything. Be patient, your time will come. And the person freezes. They pray, they hope. They justify their inaction as something spiritual. But let's be honest. The world does not owe you a reward for endurance. The universe doesn't care how long you suffered. Faith without action is a beautiful ship with white sails, stuck in dead water. You can spend years watching other ships pass by, telling yourself they're dishonest, arrogant, or lucky. But reality is ruthless. Karma does not save those who stay on the sidelines. The only belief that has real value today is belief in your ability to act, to move when everyone else is frozen. While one person waits for a sign, another one takes the first step. Messy, imperfect, awkward, even ridiculous, but real. And 5 years later, when everything finally works out for them, the crowd will say, luck. No, it's not luck. They became the cause of their own results. They stopped waiting. They took control. They became the force that shapes their own reality, while everyone else was still waiting for instructions. Crisis is not the end of the world. It is a final exam in maturity. It is the moment when illusions burn away and expose the foundation beneath. When flight stopped, some people stayed grounded and complained about isolation. Others, at the same time, organized private charters, built complex logistics chains across multiple borders, and moved what was considered impossible. Where an ordinary person sees no way forward, an active player sees market demand. What does this chaotic world need right now? It doesn't need your degrees from 20 years ago. It doesn't need your complaints about injustice. This is the time of those who can relearn overnight, those who can negotiate in impossible conditions, those who are not afraid to get their hands dirty, and even risk their reputation in a new, unfamiliar, and often harsh reality. This is not about greed. This is not about profiting from pain. This is about vitality, about the will to live, about refusing to become another victim, another burden, and instead becoming the one who reshapes reality. Every system failure creates an opening, a gap, a space you can step into and take the place of those who left the game because of fear. Many people lose today for one simple reason. They are trying to reach the future using a map drawn 10 years ago. Your old dream, the one that once inspired you, can now be your biggest anchor. Holding on to the past while everything around you is burning is an act of betrayal against your present self. The world has changed. You have changed. And your goals must evolve. Changing direction is not weakness, it is intelligence. A ship adjusts its course not because it gives up, but because the wind has changed, and it would be foolish to sail into a storm using outdated maps. If you cling to how things were supposed to be, you will miss what they could become. Your new ambitions must be aggressively alive. Not about preserving what's left, but about rebuilding. Not about hiding in a bunker, but about rising with the wave. We do not reject hope. We do not mock faith, but we demand balance. Look at ancient cathedrals that stood for centuries. They were not built by prayer alone. They were built by hands covered in blood and dust. People combined deep faith with relentless action. Hope is only a spark. But to survive the night, you need fire, and fire requires fuel, movement, effort, participation. The one who waits for harvest while staring at the sky will starve. The one who plants even under storm clouds has a chance to live. Reality is not written by some invisible writers. It is created at your fingertips, the moment you make a decision. This world is a mirror of your inner impulse. Where one sees a wall, another builds a ladder. You may say, I didn't ask for this. I didn't choose this chaos. I just wanted a simple life. And you would be right. But the world doesn't care about being fair. This is not a courtroom. This is a current. And when the current shifts, your past achievements reset to zero. The biggest mistake is thinking you can wait out the storm while staying the same. You are waiting for stability to return. But stability was always an illusion. Everything was always moving. Now the speed has simply increased, and it has become deadly for those who move too slowly. Look at who failed first when everything changed. Often, the most educated, the most qualified. Why? Because their intelligence became their prison. They analyzed too long. They waited for certainty. They searched for logic in a world driven by instinct. In the age of predators, the winner is not the one who calculates 10 steps ahead, but the one who feels the shift and moves first. This is biology. While your mind is still analyzing the situation, someone else has already taken action. You must awaken that instinct within you, the one suppressed by comfort and conditioning. Stop searching for the right decision. Start searching for the living one, the one that feels real. Even if it looks crazy, there are no perfect decisions anymore. Rules change too fast. There are only decisions that move you forward, and those that keep you stuck in decay. Every day spent in hesitation costs you years of your future. While you hesitate, someone less talented, less prepared, but faster, takes your place. They take your opportunities, your resources, your space. Your hesitation is the most expensive tax you pay. The system loves hesitation. A hesitant person is predictable, easy to control. But the moment you make a decision, any decision, you become unpredictable. You step outside control. And here is the truth about those who succeed in the darkest times. They are not fearless. They are not certain. They are afraid too. But they act anyway. Action is the only way to overcome fear. Fear disappears in motion. It grows in stillness. If you stand still, fear consumes you. If you move, it becomes fuel. You were taught that power is wrong, that ambition is selfish, that wanting more is something to be ashamed of. You were taught to be quiet, modest, convenient. Look where that leads when crisis comes. Those people end up at the bottom. A new ethic is emerging, the ethic of personal power. Being strong is your responsibility, not just to yourself, but to those who depend on you. You cannot save others if you are drowning. You cannot give if you have nothing. Your ability to adapt, your will to survive, your drive to build from nothing is not a flaw. It is a virtue, because the new world is built by those who act. While others mourn what was lost, you create what comes next. Look at your hands. Right now, your entire life is in them. Not in governments, not in circumstances, not in markets, in your decisions. The world will not return to what it was. The era of safe passivity is over. Now begins the era of creators. If you feel your old life no longer fits, if you see your world cracking, don't try to fix it. Let it collapse. Step into the unknown. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's unpredictable. Yes, it's dangerous. But that is where life is. Either you jump and learn to fly on the way down, or you stay on a burning structure waiting to be saved. But no one is coming. Everyone is busy saving themselves. Wake up. Open your eyes. Feel this new reality. It is not cruel. It is honest. It gives everything to those who are willing to risk everything. You are still waiting for a sign? This is it. Stop waiting. Stop enduring. Stop hoping. Become the force. Your path begins now, with your first step, with your first decision. Go, and take what belongs to you as a living, acting human being. The era of predators has begun, and today you choose, are you the hunter or the prey? Time has already started. Thank you for being with me on this channel. I wish you the best possible branch of reality. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Take care.